Alright, this is what I came up with yesterday. Nothing fancy. I was up all late just thinking about the list and stuff. Nothing fancy at all. Wistfulness, kind of big change. I guess I'm doing one speaker still. And then I kind of have to decide between Creator of Mysteries and Oliphant. I'm not sure which one's better. One is blue, a little easier to cast. One hits really hard, and surveillance are kind of busted. Can we not restore balance? I mean, I've tried in the past. It was always atrocious. I will say, not having to worry as much about cards like Bombardment and a Johnny makes it a little more appealing, but I'm playing first. I have no lands. It's fine. I think it mulligans decently well. I will keep. I will probably bottom the flare. Could bottom a land, I guess. I'm gonna go Breeding Pool Cycle. Could bottom Wistfulness. Is Harvester of Misery something you'd ever want for this deck? I had it in the black version, yeah. I thought it was pretty decent against Ragavan energy. But I don't think it's worth splashing for. What are we getting? Green. I guess there's only... Oh, I could get basic force, I guess. Turn on Saga, you say. 5 list was no wistfulness. When affinity you like Argally. Most played bets deck. It's interesting. Gab, what are your feelings about the bans and unbans? Excited, meh? Excited. I was pretty excited about Modern in the first place. Just testing for the PT was out. Just the format we already had. Oh, you know what? Now I can't cycle Stomping Ground into Wistfulness. I guess I could just get lucky. Mountain Cycling. I guess I'll play the Besiegio. Should we be on Nimble Obstructionist main if everyone is on Violent Outburst? I think Obstructionist is like unplayable. It's just way too expensive. Also, an open deck list, right? Not that great. That Sunken Ruins was more for greed than anything else. Yeah, the Sunken Ruins for living in is like, it happens once in a million. It's more to hardcast the grief. I'm sure there's an argument for playing some Tidebinders somewhere in 75. Free mana card is just a lot. Free mana effects. And especially an open deck list. Titan's not looking great. Cycle Vents and Wistfulness works there. Alright, Chewer. This. Fade. Foundation. Disputes. Riddler. This Betrayal into Kappa Cannoneer for the full like grind effect. Okay, what are we boarding out? I don't love subtlety, but endurance against Emery. I'm gonna try the Riddler. Maybe on the draw I shouldn't do Riddler. Riddler. I bring a lot of... No, I'll try the Riddler. Just... Sky Turtle's probably pretty bad.
Maybe dedicates for the content.
And I probably want some of that. I think you want the force just to... What are you countering? Just hard countering their crypts and stuff and running into disputes. I mean, it feels like all the pitch stuff is just bad. And you're gonna get blown out by disputes and rebukes and stuff. I mean, even the endurance might be okay. Maybe I'll just try and do 2/2/2, and then like trim creators, I guess. You know, like trim an elephant, something like. Rancid Minds. Thanks for the content. You're welcome. Thanks for the 4 months of support with a Prime sub. Appreciate it. Fun better than subtlety. That's what I think too. Hey Alex, have deck is crushed for some form of blue spell gab. I don't know what that means. Oh, true. Now we get their counters when we outburst, and then getting the crypts. Oh, they could have not been affinity. I mean, what would they be? Like, you know what I was thinking about too yesterday? Because of outburst, because everyone's talking about Rhino and Living Ends. But there's the third one. There's the third one. Oh no! Well, there's the fourth one, Restore Balance. I'll probably play Restore Balance once or twice at some point, but the other third one, the Glimpse. All right, at least it didn't have Kappa. Isn't Glimpse bug on Murdo? Is it? I don't know. Maybe. Subgab, you mean the way you argument about some cards for that spell or this spell is worse for X, Y, or blue card? Are you saying just... I'm not sure what you're saying. I think you're saying that blue cards are good. Let's see. Does it matter which one? It's gonna get exiled. I guess I'd rather Oliphant get exiled. Yeah. Oh. Hello. One of. Just good deck building. I don't know what to play right now. I'm tempted to build Zoo with Rhinos, but I'm not sure if it's actually good or just be money wasted. Wasn't that deck just... I mean, you should ask Doomwake. He's played a lot of these Leyline decks. I think Leyline Zoo Rhinos is not a tier 1 deck. But I could be wrong. Do I have to do it now? It's when it enters, right? Maybe we'll just let them tap out for the free. What's Control's matchup like against Living, in your opinion? Positive or negative? Probably very build dependent, but the last I remember was playing there was actually a decent bit against Jendrik because he was playing Jet-Sky Control. Should I go for it now? I mean, they're not doing anything. And I get disputed. You know what? Oh, I should have cycled. Duh. I was gonna say go. So I remember playing the matchup, and it depends a bit on the builds. You have endurance, subtlety, you get dispute, you get a good flash game, you have outburst at instant speed. One thing that was pretty relevant is if the control deck had instant speed card advantage. Because if they don't have instant speed card advantage, then they can't even punish you for playing draw go, and you're not that bad at making your land drops. So it's a bit build dependent, you know. I would assume it's probably pretty tough for living in though, like some like blue white scepter champ, for instance, something like that. I mean, I'm just gonna try and cast that wistfulness, right? I think I just say go. I can outburst into Charles. Oh, that match was an absolute beating. Our control has like consign now. Orange chant, you know, obviously decent. But then you need to deal with the fair plan. I would guess the like brain search terminus list is probably pretty good against because you have like orange chant, brain search for instant speed card advantage, terminus to get rid of stuff. I am kind of dying. Green, green, blue, blue. I'm playing this because of consign. Oh, it's Trick Serenade. Well, good luck killing me. Counter target artifact, creature, or planeswalker spell? Wait, what? They brought that in just to counter hard wistfulness? I mean, it's getting a little scary. If they have another counter for living in and they get like Emery going. How could you doubt? How could you doubt the Riddler? The absolute goat. The one of Riddler. Just good deck building. Just good deck building. I'm not gonna attack in case they have like a counter. Alright, they don't have a counter. A good deck building doesn't even matter. Just letting them know. I still had all these. That's kind of an okay draw too. They had the Warp Creature, Crypt, Weapons Manufacturing, but I drew my 1/4 so bigger. That was nice. Did anyone try the Wizard's Mana Drain? I don't know. Spike, probably. This matchup's crazy tough. Yeah, I mean, might be a little deck dependent. I don't know. I didn't skim. I'm playing the 4 Wastefulness. I don't know. These games went well. They have a lot of tools too. And like a quick Emery. A quick Emery is really scary. Alright, take initiative. What do I have? One land. One land is cycling, subtlety, wistfulness. My vote for your PD decks are Living In, Goryo, Blue White, or Necro. Sounds like a decent chance. I would play one of these 4 decks. They're playing Rhinos. Most likely. Let's see. Dead Gun District. Is it Sink? Get Breeding Pool? Draw with Wistfulness? What else am I gonna do? Sizzle. I'll if you just show up in Amsterdam, I'll almost definitely have a jersey for you. I think I have enough jerseys that anyone who hangs out regular in the chat and comes up in Amsterdam and wants a jersey, I can probably hook you up. Maybe Surveil plus Cycled Curator was just better here. See the same amount of cards. It's also better against Subtlety. I guess I have Subtlety for their Subtlety. The 1 flare. Beseju. I mean, if they go Rhino, they have Rhino +4, so I'm kind of screwed. Or does discard Beseju in that matchup? Could discard Hedge Maze. Yeah, I'll just discard Hedge Maze. I think I should have Hedge Maze plus Cycle Curator, but I'm not sure. Jeskai Chatter. Rib Jeskai Chatter. Sorry about the Flage ban. On 2 rebrands. Alright, I'll just say go, I guess. This way, the outburst I can counter. I mean, I could let it resolve. I have force of. I basically have force of will, right? So my options are flare the footfalls, and then untap and Charless. Or I can let it resolve, take 8, and then hope they don't have. So they could have double force, or they could have force plus subtlety for my. I'm gonna have subtlety for my subtlety, and then I can't do the force of will thing. I guess I'll just counter. That's the cool thing about Flare. It's kind of it's a free card force of will. If you have subtlety and Flare, you use subtlety just nothing, and then you sack it with Flare. It's kind of a cool line. Comes up a decent bit, more than you would think. Okay, 1 footfalls here, 1 here. I have 4 cards left. But I have in my yard a 6/5 and an end, probably good enough. Yeah, I mean, probably not much to a right, just they could have endurance. I guess I have subtle. I forgot about that. 4 subtleties. Okay. Well, I got the endurance part covered, I guess. Yeah, I completely forgot about endurance. I guess that makes my play better. Because I don't have to like subtlety flare. Hopefully it's endurance. Not force of negation. Oh, it's force of negation. Oh, sync. Sync is obnoxious now. Subtlety my own agent. Oh yeah, I missed it. I didn't think about it. That was probably a good play. Rusty. It's a bit of a beating if you have force of negation though. Attack's just too bad against Outburst. I think it's worth the 2 damage. Playing Outburst was a surprise. I mean, of course, I mean it's the new thing. Why would they not? Doesn't mean it's gonna dominate modern going forward. It just makes sense that people want to do that. Yeah, not the best play set in the matchup. I'd rather have a play set of force of negation. You think Blue-White Energy Smart List from past Modern P is a good place to start? I don't know if people have been playing no White Orchid Phantom and heavier on blue for force and subtlety. I don't know if that's a better starting point. Might have Dead Gone, I guess. I'm supposed to play around that. Otawara Sync. Tef, yeah, Tef is a nice one. Yeah, I mean, Blue-White Bling's definitely one of the decks that could be good. It's a pretty strong deck. Yeah, I mean, it's probably worth it. I'm just dying to these rhinos. there a point in putting subtleties in my yards? Is there a point in not putting subtleties in my yard? To have one card. I guess it doesn't matter, right? How does Esper blink? Yeah, I mean, those are big winners, right? All the non-flage mid-range decks. Yo Canister, Shocker. I'm putting some living ends on the stack. How did your Titan, how did the Titan games go? How did the Titan Leagues play? How many times did you play against the card Violent Outburst? Obviously, you want to do that now in case you have Force of Negation or something else. 0 times? How many times did you win? How's the new Titan? Should I lock it in for the PT? Should I become a Titan player now that it's nerfed? Did I think it was a good unbanned outburst? Probably not, but I also don't hate that they're taking a chance. I think it's fine. I feel like probably people still have their outburst cards that they didn't sell. If people are a bit like me and don't really bother with all that stuff. I don't feel like it's... Anytime you can make more cards playable, and it's a good thing, but, you know... See, Edgar was holding on to... Oh, wow. Well, maybe I shouldn't have put that subtlety. Well, obviously I wouldn't have done it. I forgot about Murktide. I mean, not the actual outburst cards. Silly. Talking about the other cards. Riddler, Dispute. Are they gonna have something weird that I need artifact removal for? What about Rhinos in the sideboard instead of Betrayal? It's not gonna save you against Atraxa, I guess. Oh yeah, for Wistfulness. Alright, what are my bad cards in this matchup? Is it just Endurance? Straightforward, or do we need them for subtlety and to slow down Murktides? Might need some. What else would be bad though? I'll try no Endurance. I don't know. Rhinos in the sideboard of Living In was never a thing. Probably for good reason. What's the best way to hate out Rhinos? I don't know. Depends what you're playing. Modern decks are pretty good. It's hard to hate a modern deck out. You need your deck to be... Usually you need your deck to just be inherently good against it. Are they gonna have Blood Moon? That'd be kind of unhinged. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Probably just start with a Surveil lane, right? I mean, you kind of need it against Endurance. I think my hand's kind of too bad to keep Subtlety here. Yeah, Magistrate was one of the best cards. Where can I see my list? Sorry, I was uploading it. My bad. The Lizards, I'm not sure about. I mean, there's a bunch of stuff I'm not sure about. People were doubting the Oliphants too. Modern, aggro control, combo, graveyard. Is it combo or graveyards? I guess graveyards. When am I supposed to cycle that? I don't even know. Maybe just keep it. Maybe I'm just supposed to keep it. This way, even if they have endurance, I get some stuff in the bin. Auto War, that's probably not what I need. You got rickrolled? Mr. Mahmoud, is living in good matchup versus Amulet or worse because of Vex Bubble? I think Force Subtlety used to be fine. I don't know what they're doing these days though. Damn, they don't have mana up. They played a tapped Sync, so they have no lands, no mana. Getting iced, icing the kicker. That makes sense. Wistfulness. Does get subtletied, but my hand kind of sucks. What do I have in the yard? A subtlety, an elephant, and ants. I mean, that's enough, right? You can just draw that one. The last time I got my land, probably last time Rhinos was legal. Whenever that was. Prowess? Isn't Prowess really bad against living in game one, like almost unwinnable if you're not playing main deck hate? They have like subtlety, endurance, force to slow you down, and you have nothing. Or like almost auto down a game. Should have maybe cycled here. I guess I could. Oh no, I guess I know I have a wistfulness on top. All right, they probably have force. Let's see. They're synced now, so you can't even really do it in their upkeep that much. I'm just gonna do it now. They're doing endurance first. Could it be bait? Would you ever play that way? I would never play that way. That'd be pretty masterful though. If the lead was, I mean, if they could see my hand, they would probably lead was endurance and then force. Or maybe they have their own subtlety. I'm at 20. All right. I guess I'm living in on the stack, right? How does that even work? I guess I want to cycle, because if I draw a 1-mana creature, I want to cycle them before. And then I want living in on the stack. That forced surveillance. Just good deck building, chat. What can I say? What can I say? Bro. Ain't no way. Good deck building from my opponent, too. Their hand was like endurance, endurance. Did it pitch an endurance or did it pitch an outburst? What are they going to draw? Force some negation now? Please. I don't have a surveillance. Why am I only playing Force Surveillance? Chad, that's just bad deck building. That's just bad deck building. PT gonna be fun? I mean, kind of. Can you imagine watching this game from home? I think it's a pretty exciting game. There's a new set, yeah. They got it? Easy. Easy clap. I don't know. I guess I'm a fish for playing surveillance. Maybe endurance not that bad for these spots.
Serious, man. You cannot be serious. That ball is on the line. Shot flew up.
I think I like my outer cards better.
Mardu is alive.
Mardu is alive, yeah. Brought back from the dead. Yeah, Opponen was definitely a believer in the heart of the cards. Agreed. Do I want a Riddler on 2, or do I want to save it for when we're Hellbent? Probably just want a Riddler on 2 here. I guess I do want kind of Surveil. I can turn free do it in their upkeep. I'll save Riddler for later. Krogstad's time to shine in Modern. I mean, unironically, it could be. Krogstad Arena's pretty messed up. What do you think of the Persistence deck going around? I tried it. I was kind of impressed. Force? Force? Do I need force if I'm trying to turn free outburst? It's kind of good with my Riddler and good with my subtlety. And also they might have fire ice. They might have double endurance. I think I'll keep. Yeah, it looks like they cleaned up the list. I'm not sure that card is worth it, the Crypt. They added the Force Tower, but they kept the Crypts. They cut some of the bad one-ofs. They added a Trawler and an Overlord. Yeah, those are probably like a lot of good changes to the list. Because that was originally a list that they need double red, not really. Is a lane drop good? Not bad, probably not good. A lot of cards in my deck are just lands. Zoo could be base Grixis now. I don't know. Zoo's kind of I've never liked Zoo. I know it's had solid results though. Is living in great again? Probably. Alright, I'm not getting iced. You tried Hammer Time with JT yet? No, I doubt I will. I don't know if you're trolling or not, but Mistrise Village doesn't work that well, right? It's only Force of Negation. Is it better to bait? To let them rhinos, maybe? One ant, I mean, they're gonna have a really hard time beating just one ant. Buys me so much time. And I have Riddler. Or maybe, I guess I don't want my Riddler to get disputed. So I definitely don't want to cast Riddler. Outburst for one generous ant. Force for their first rhino. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it now. He's so generous. This matchup used to be extremely, extremely good. Which, if both these decks are good, it might be a reason to play Living Ends. Ice in their first main phase. So if I force with subtlety, I am not down to no cards. Alright. Headed to work. Have a great stream. Thanks, Ted. Hope you have a good one. What about Light of the Reliquary in the Lesson Persist deck? What about it? Is that card supposed to be good? Yeah, summon sickness and stuff. Probably not worth it, but it's a cool card. Can sack and find crypts. I mean, it's a very cool card and it does some cool stuff. Is it powerful enough for modern? Subtlety or force at this point? Am I even like pitching my Riddler to force? Let's recast it next turn. Yeah, I guess I could. I didn't consider. I feel like I should use my cards, but you might be right. I could also bottom it. Could just bottom it. Not just bottom it. Because if I bottom, they do something. I use force, make a land drop. Not sure. You guys like bottom? Yeah. Feels like can't go too wrong. Feels like all three are reasonable. I was waiting for that one. Nice. I'm gonna force that. Right, silly, right? Silly goose. Just hardcast a Riddler. What are they gonna do about it? The GG Riddler. Can pump my team. What am I doing? What do you mean? Surely you were around the living in days. Faut attendre le trigger cassette dans le sac pour activer le land. Ouais, je pense. Sinon, tu rends ton outburst incontrable. So you want to cascade, and then once your cascade trigger on the stack, you use a Mistrise Village. Damn. Let's see, which one do I cast? Hardcast Subtlety. Or hardcast Outburst, yeah, 12. Could also not do anything. But I'll be damned if I don't draw my extra card here. You think they board it into Living End? The insane juke, the insane 5-hand juke. Cascade into Living End. That'd be the most insane thing I've ever seen. The most random thing I've ever seen. One Living End. Dude, it's such a good Riddler deck. No. How about no? You got me. I should have made it uncounterable. They're at 5. Vibrance get Village. I think Vibrance gonna be bad and awkward, and the buddy sucks, and but maybe the cards are just good enough. There are one. Maybe the way the games play out, even if Vibrance is not nearly as good as Wistfulness, it's still like good enough. I don't know, it sounds kind of clunky to me and low impact. Also, what Rhino said about Misrise. Misrise doesn't work against Sink into Stupor. It doesn't work against Consign. It doesn't work against Orm's Chant. It doesn't work against Graveyard Hate. The hands. Okay, I guess I'll keep. Could be worse. Is it Timur Rhino? Is it Rhino or Rhinos? I guess there's multiple. Keep. Hmm. It's my only auto red surveil land. I guess I should have maybe cycled first, see what I drew, and then decide what I want to keep. I usually do that. I think that's usually correct, because then you have the extra info, you can make better decision on your surveil. It's just loose play. Yeah, I mean, I have to keep. Then mountain cycle in the Nah, I think you just suck it up and guarantee your land drop. Guarantee to have free lands on turn 3. Is the sideboard plan in the mirror? I don't know. Oh, looks like we're gonna need an endurance and the bin the Archon. Cast it, yes. But of course. Now maybe I should have done Surveil first, because I want to dig to like a force or an endurance badly. Alright, just all bricks, all lands. Yeah, I mean all these reanimator decks are pretty good against living in, especially game 1. Hiya! Gab, why? Why aren't you playing Sunken Ruins in your deck?
I am back like living in.
Lim, yes, thank you. Thanks for the sub. Glad to have you back. Yeah, that was pretty impressive. It's kind of an interesting spot. I mean, you just discard the subtlety. You have Emperor of Bones. That's subtlety, right? Discard Endurance, you can living in back. Damn, you're really negative. I know I'm unlucky. Surely no one's this unlucky though, right? Surely. See?
Oldie.
Don't need to like worry that much. Dude, Wistfulness is so good. Apparently the person who 5-0'd the first league was living in just did not have wistfulness in their deck. They were playing like Wakers and Riverwinders and I mean I can get behind the turboing well, hopefully they don't have Emperor or Persist. I also like turned on their crypt. Maybe I was supposed to wistfulness first. It's even more odds of I don't know. One Brain Surge. I do like Brain Surge. The bargain's nice when you play Sultai too. Can you Salty your own agent? You can, but I have no endurance, no living ends left in my deck. Wait, why did it not use Crypt for extra mana? It's probably GG. Yeah, endurance. I can endurance myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they could have had the 1 extra mana. Maybe you draw something. At 10. You're at 19. I mean, I do have Swamp Walk plus 6. So this is 8 damage. So if I cycle it, I mean, my creatures are kind of nice here. One is Swamp Walk, and the other is just kill like for an Archon. I mean, I doubt I'm gonna win the race because they're gonna have 5 cards. I'm not even sure I'm winning the race on 14. If I had like surveilled one more creature, I might have been in business. Yeah, instantly. And I mulliganed, and I had 2 living ends in my mulligan hand, so I had to start the game with 1 living end in hand, and I drew a second living end, despite surveilling a bunch. So, never lucky, no. If it wasn't for luck, I'd win every tournament. Also, I'm playing against the best deck in Modern, so no shame. Probably my PT deck. Got to register right now. Swamp Walk or Flyer? Surely I keep the Swamp Walker. They have dubs if they're doing it now. Might have something to do with the token. I mean, I have them dead right now. I have 11 trample damage, slash unblockable damage. Riddle. Can't even pay the 2 life. I can't even go on my own terms. I guess it was still a little close. I mean, I needed them to have nothing, but... Alright. Wasn't that deck sideboard? I think nothing against the graveyards. Betrayal? The problem with Betrayal is that fodder to sack, and then they bring back their own Archon. But I mean, surely it's still better. Blood Moon could be weirdly effective against them. I could do both, Living In and Betrayal. Oh. Is it Orvar's time to shine again? Dude, I just told you I was gonna play the Archon deck at the PT. I didn't even remember that card existed, to be fair. Alright, let's see. Force is good, Endurance is good. Subtlety probably needed for Emperor of Bones. Let's try Betrayal. The thing is, I like the third Betrayal. Most lists play 2. I haven't played Living In a lot recently. I feel like it's just nice to be able to do it at least twice. Sure. Let's see. I'm gonna take a look really quick to what might be in that sideboard already. Calling Ritual, Push, Thoughtseize, Bowman. Oh, Voidwalker too. Right, Voidwalker is all scary. And they have Overlord, right? Yeah, I really don't want to do Living In against them. Voidwalker. Okay, and then, so not trimming Subtlety. Street Trace Riddler could be good. I don't want to cut Oliphant on the play. Maybe Wistfulness is kind of mid. Not sure what's worse, Wistfulness and Oliphant Creator. I just like cutting the 2-mana one. Alright, really good hands. Maybe Betrayal is better. Almost 100% Betrayal is better. Can't imagine. I mean, Betrayal just seems amazing, and my game plan, I get to play like a nice flash. Fair plan was like, man, Archon seems like amazing. I want my third land drop. Is it unhinged to not keep Endurance? It's a graveyard deck. Yeah. YOLO. Do you think the mono lag deck's actually good? I don't know. I played a league with it. I went 0-3, but I thought the list was a little loose, and I played bad and got unlucky. And I played a second league, and I lost the mirror round 1, and then I furrowed the league after that. And even my 0-3 league, I felt like the deck was decent. It's probably not the best deck in Modern. I'm obviously joking, but I think it's good, yeah. I mean, right now, what I've seen, I wouldn't make fun of someone who decided to play that deck in a Modern tournament if their goal was to win the tournament. think it could be good. I mean, not factoring in the unbanned outburst unban. You might be bad against Rhinos and Living End. Who made it? As far as I know, the player who won the basically is someone won let's see. I think it's better to just get I already have blue-green surveil. Oh, but I could deck building, so I have a second blue-green surveil land. I think it's better to do that than to get shock and cycle. I think you usually get punished for not keeping land there. I don't think I'm in a rush. Yeah, just some player won the Mox Showcase, Modern Mox Showcase, I think. Just 11-0 was the deck, or 12-0 it was. 9-0 in the Swiss, won the deck out of nowhere. Going to the white deck? What's the white deck? Okay, they milled Emperor and Voidwalker and got an Archon in the bin. Pretty solid, but not too scary. Got back Voidwalker. Oh no. No, my graveyard. No, my graveyard. That's nice. Give that another discard spell. No, why not? No, I'm talking about the deck I'm playing against. The mono black deck. No! This card in Modern has entered the stack. Is Living End strong again? Probably, yeah. It's probably one of the best decks. Kind of a big deal, honestly. Do they have something better than Archon somehow for that spot? Do I need to play Black Mana so I can get an Emperor of Bones and an Emperor of Bones and Archon? Just 5-head deck building. Bogger Trawler. Everything circles back to the Sunken Ruins. What about just playing a Black-green Surveil land over the second hedge maze? Sounds a bit better. Could play one Leyline of the Void in the sideboards. I hear good players do that. Edgar, when you want to record the podcast, tonight or tomorrow? Also, is it going to be a 6-hour ep since we need to talk about your Mardu list winning the Canadian RC and the unbans? The bans and unbans? Chat! Tomorrow? Okay. Oh, yeah, first. Okay. Necrotic Fumes. Oh. Edgar, I'm very proud to announce that Edgar is a bona fide content creator. In our Discord, he said his Mardu list won the Canadian RC. Which I replied to, oh yes, you changed one main deck card and like 5 sideboard cards, and now it's your list. A true content creator. Spoken like a true content creator. You changed 4 main deck cards? My bad. The Fumes? I mean, I keep saying it, but it's just good deck building, the one flare. Literally all the 1-ups have just been kind of nice. Are they just dead? I guess I should just outburst in the upkeep, right? So I don't draw the last... oh no, I have 2 left. Never mind. Dude, Riddler, Archon... Wait, can I do it? Should I style on them? Just show them who's boss? Oh no, I still have 2 cards. I thought I could regular trigger on the stack Archon, draw some cards. Sag. Sag bitchness. Oh wait, extra damage. Like maybe Gorios can try and board out their big creep. No, I don't think Gorios can either. Maybe Wistfulness over Creator just because it's a green card for Endurance. Just max green cards. I don't think they deal you enough like damage that you want to cut. Creator can be also slow against. Yeah, I'll do max green cards, I guess. Switch it back to living in. No, I'm good. I'm good. How is it a mind game? There's literally nothing I can do that like is gonna make that playing good, and there's nothing they can do about it really. Alright, I have a Betrayal in my hand and no lands, so easy mull. You know what? The guy who won had Necromantia in the sideboard, I think. Oh, was that a different deck? Oh no, that was the Necro deck. Necromantia on my Betrayal is kind of GG. Wow, unlucky. No Archon Entomb this time. Sorry about the horrendous luck, opponent. I keep race both sides, just makes your deck smaller and makes you draw your good cards more. It's just good card in your deck. They're not really killing you with like, they are killing you with damage, obviously, but I think it's just better than, I mean, what are we gonna have? Maybe Creator is better than it. It's like probably kind of close. Deceit, okay. One down. Not the scariest turn two. And there gets to a point where overlording a Deceit is not that big of a deal. No tower. Tower is like the best card in their deck, one of the best cards. The draws where you have towers and the draws where you don't have tower are like feel pretty different. Another Wistfulness. I don't think I need to keep it between all the Surveil and the fact I already have one, but it's probably like kind of close. Where you can run open and deck list. I have an updated version that I think is maybe better than the stock list. I think the crypts are kind of win more and they hurt you more than they not have. I never upload the. I guess I don't. Well, you can just probably find it online. Can you subtlety an overlord when it's on impended on the stack like that? I forget. I'll look like a fool if it doesn't. You can. Do I want to do it? Probably. Might be greedy to keep Wistfulness there. Greedy. Creature spell. Yeah, you can Essence Scatter. The first 2 matchups. Affinity and Rhinos. Just running the gauntlet. Easily running the gauntlet. more deceits is reasonable if Cascade is everywhere. The one deceit was pretty good for me when I played that deck. Alright, I have 3 cards. Is there a reason to do it now? To do it sooner rather than later? I want Sultai Living and Survive, pretty cool deck. Yeah, I think having access to Adverse is just too good. It's not like you're playing bad cards either. You have like anything you know. You don't need to play Waker of Waves. You don't play all the creators, all the Oliphants. And then you have 4 colors probably like not worth it. Also like Outburst and Black Overlord and Outburst, a bit of a non-bow. I'd have Force of Despair on my turn, right? I can have it on their turn too, but at least it kills their creatures, I guess. Plays around Tower. I don't think Tower into anything really. Tower into Overlord, and then I just get to like kill the Overlords. And that Force of Despair into am I just supposed to do Overlord first and get back an agent? I'm just kind of goaded now. Who thought it was a good idea to man battle and outburst? People are wizards. I think it's probably a bad idea. I don't hate it though. I think it's you know, there's a spectrum, and I don't know, it could be anywhere from very bad to slightly bad to literally anywhere on the spectrum. Oh, that's Flare. Wow. I'm so smart. I managed to not nail all my betrayals. Good job, me. Yeah, Outburst is really weird because it's like one of the most recent bans too, right? Do I want to make my lane drop first? Sure. I'll try one street race into Bowmaster. Yeah, let's just do Agent first. Should I just get Overlord again? Do I have Subtlety? I could almost Overlord and get back a Subtlety first. We'll see. If I Overlord get back Subtlety, what am I worried about? I think it's just better, right? To get Overlord again. Oh, Endurance better than Subtlety. Let's see what they do. We're already doing Force of Despair now. Alright, let's cycle now, see what I draw. Some negation is nice for persist. One betrayal, 2 betrayals. Endurance, Agent, Subtlety are at 19. If they have land Emperor of Bones, I lose. But they've already missed a land drop. Endurance is not going to save me from Emperor of Bones, honestly. I think I just do Agent again.
Yeah.
Don't do it, opponent. Do not do it. Give me 20. I think I like scammed someone the other day. I remembered afterwards. I'll try not to scam you. I promise. Might have been you already. Whoever got scammed last time, I hope you got your channel points back from one of my mods. Alright, I do have a betrayal left, right? Double checking, triple checking. 1, 2. Sink in exile. Bird Betrayal coming up here. Alright, do I want to do Overload again? No, that doesn't make sense anymore. Let's get the Archon. Opponent is ripe to get Archons finally. What do we get? A troll. Cell cycle now. I would have played Bowmaster if they had it right. It was Archon trigger on the stack. Just in case. Yeah, I don't know why they unban Outburst and why are they not unbanning Punishing Fire and maybe Pod 2 if they think Outburst is safe. That's the one thing. I like the articles and I thought it was well explained and I agreed it was their reasons and stuff. Well, I thought their reasons were valid, but I'm not sure their rights. But I wish they would mention why they're not unbanning some of the cards. A Doom Switch. Oh no. I was in chat earlier, are we playing like a mirror? I was in chat asking for the list. GG. First draw step living in. Huh. Or you want to load up your graveyard. Hello, Stage Madness. GG, 4-4 versus 6-5. I'm winning the race. Basic Mountain. Oh, he's playing Rhinos? Why do you play Vibrance and Rhinos, though? Or is he playing Fire Ice and Living End? No, there's no way. I like Riddler. I think Riddler is going to be good in Rhinos. I think 4-color summons should get better. It's funny, I was that's like the other deck I built yesterday. Wait, is it a new deck too? I'll probably give it a try. Not sure what the exact build should be though. The mana's kind of a mess. I don't think I want to play Binding. Alright, so by living in now, it's not great against Endurance. Wait, what did he do on his turn? Wait, right, he warped a Riddler. I'll still only have 2 living ends left in my deck. I'm at 20. That's all just do it now. Alright, we got a Force and a Subtlety. That's not the worst result. Two cards left. He didn't fetch. Did I get got? If he has Endurance, I still get Cycle. That's too hard casting too. Yeah, I guess I shouldn't wait. Shouldn't give him a nod. Oh yeah, right, he can't fetch because if he has a free-mana counter. It's kind of rough. If he has Sync, I guess I can discard a Living End, Endurance myself. Probably gonna be a fair game though at this point. You ever thought about having something to reshuffle Living End when you draw it? I have. I mean, you've got Brain Surge. You got a few. What would be the best one? Sinking's too stupid is annoying. Maybe you need to start playing 4 Living Ends because of Sync. All right. Don't a cycle that creator or hard cast it in 2 turns. It's pretty bad against Riddler. I guess I want to find my Ents and my Oliphants. I don't know if he has Dispute main deck. Didn't like the meta was Dispute main deck by the end? Forget. Valak Awakening. Yeah, it's not the worst card. Fire Prophecy. Little 2-mana spell in my Cascade deck. Sunken Ruins. It was Disputed main deck and Rhinos. Gonna kind of rep Subtlety, I guess. Fake Tank. Brain Surge, 1. Yeah, maybe. 4 mana, Lord of the Ring counter. The one I like to play Living from. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I hate that card. Praise the Enemy, I think it's bad. Or was bad, but maybe if Sync is that popular, maybe it becomes acceptable. Probably just Sunken Ruins. No, I mean, suspending a Living End's so slow. I don't know how. I'm not sure how many games I've ever won doing that. Not too many, I think. And obviously not having the first force here kind of sucks. But Sync might be okay. Sync and Auto Aura. He's got a Riddler Warp too. It's just gonna take over. Just 1. Maybe he's worried about the last Living End. He doesn't know I have it in my hand. Mistress Raise is better in theory. Yeah, I'm only playing 1. People were like, oh, I don't play Vibrance to get it. It does come into play on tapped with Forest or Mountain, which is, you know, obviously a big deal. Alright, that's kind of nice. He's only drawing 1 card. So I might be able to tempo him here with Sync and Auto Aura. So one's going to be 6-4 trample, other's going to be 8-5 trample. So I guess I should just attack first. Auto is more expensive. Thing gets forced, which would be kind of a disaster. But Thing lets me add a 2-2 to the boards. We know he drew the forest, right? No, I can't remember if he missed a land drop or not. It's my turn 7. He's definitely missed at least a land drop. Oh, Mistrise beats Bubble. That's kind of sick, actually. I guess I'll use a more expensive one now and not get wrecked by Force. Oh, wait. So if I bounce Rhino, my Wistfulness stays alive, and they take 4 damage. But they keep a 4/4. No, okay, oh, it's just a token, right? Yeah, I'm out of Living Ends. Yeah, they would have played the land first. Yeah, so they have 2 spells in hand. So I didn't track the game, but I'm assuming it's not completely unlikely that they also like just keeping the agent is pretty good if I just draw an endurance. I'm not that far away from Living Ending. But they already have I didn't realize it was this turn. Do you mistry? Yeah, you have to cast the spell, cascade trigger on the stack, and then use mistries. Could have subtlety. Could attack first. Does that make sense? I'll attack first. Make my sink do something good. Any footfalls too? Ice Outburst is kind of nice here. You block with you block with 2 tokens. I bounce one and then you outburst and then you still kill my wistfulness. It's kind of sick. I mean, he's drawn no outbursts. So we know he has free spells, right? It needs to be not force, not outburst. Like what's left? And for sure he has something, right? I should save this thing for fire. He would just ice the wistfulness. I think he would have just attacked and iced the wistfulness. Sink. Nah, he would have. I mean, sinks. Just ready to punish. I mean, yeah, because I'm not sinking. I'm sinking a token instead of sinking 2 tokens, basically. I mean, he could have like all subtleties and endurance. I feel like outburst pretty big punish at this point in the game. I guess maybe I should have cast Curator pre-combat because if he taps out for a subtlety, yeah, messed up. I guess I kind of have to do it now. I feel like force is not the biggest punish either. Force is probably gonna be good for him. Dismember, which member? Well, that was kind of best case scenario. Guess he might still have subtlety. Oh, wait, what? How did that even happen? Doesn't matter, I guess. It did. Oh, we were in blockers. Fine. Could be worse. No. That's pretty bad. Could be worse, but not really. I think this trick's still in my deck. And that kind of sucked. All right, and I don't have a graveyard, and he does. It's not even that good. All right, I guess if you have that burst, it's GG anyways. Oh man, not casting that Curator was pretty rough. Yeah, I should have just cast the HN too. Felt like I got all unlucky. This whole living ends and stuff. Hey Andre, congrats on all farming clinic you put on apparently this weekend. Good job. Yeah, I should have played the HN just to set an extra blocker. Is Simmer for sure better than Sultai? I would guess so. I'd guess it's extremely likely, yeah. Yeah, I made a bunch of small mistakes, small to medium mistakes, to big mistakes, to misclicks. Kind of added up a bit. One, two. Yeah, might have been fine. I would have blocked, killed the token, maybe. Can I living end? He gets back Riddler, Agent. No. Betrayal Riddler. Gets disputed. Bad against Sink into Stupor. Alright, what did I board out last time? I think I boarded out all the endurance, but I don't want to board them all out, I think. I need to keep in at least a couple. Could just board out Street Race. Street Race good against endurance, though. So is Curator. I mean, are you really winning the games where you have to like endurance? I guess endurance is a soft counter to their endurance. The endurance your graveyard, your endurance stairs. You get a little something. This is just Street Race. I could do Betrayal. I could do Betrayal and Living End, right? If I hit Living End, good. If I hit just Betrayal, probably solid as well. Just have more Cascade cards, like a fourth Cascade cards. There's a spots where, yeah, that's probably too silly. Damn. Did I mulligan game one as well? You mulligan game one. It's fine. Deck mulligans pretty well. Lands. Mistry Village, cycle, get a land. Keep Outburst. Could get rid of Charlotte. I have a hard time getting my firsts. I could get rid of Mistry's Village. Cycle for red-green, and then cycle and hope I hit a land drop. I kind of like that. Cascade into Jitte. Charlotte's Agent into Jitte GG. What do you think about Nimble Obstructionist? I mean, that card was tried in the past. It's not good, I think. It's way too expensive for what it does. Way too expensive for what it does. Never fails. At least we find a lands. Even if it's not the land I wanted. Ah, man. That's really good against Living End. His list is so much better. I don't know, did my round one opponent have Wistfulness even? I feel he gets to discard one. So brutal after Living End right away. 4/6 flyer. He's gonna have force or endurance, right? I feel like he's gonna have one or the other. Let's see, do I lose? Riddler, so you have a 4/6 flying and a 6/5. And then you're gonna cascade into 2 rhinos. And this is so brutal. The Maul, the awful draws. Should have done Betrayal. And Draco good in Rhinos? I don't think it ever was, but I'm kind of a hater on these combos. I think they're bad. Yeah, Jay's Dems. Thanks for the 6-7 months. Welcome back. The big 6-7. Alright, I'm starting to the level 1. Well, I'm behind 10 minutes. Uh, I guess I'm whatever. I'm off it. I'm just gonna hope he has nothing. I'm just in such a shitty spot. I could have maybe tried to agent and wait for him to endurance, so at least play around endurance. I'm just... My draw was so bad. It's fine. It is interesting, though, that, like... His own... Yeah. His own Riddler and Wistfulness, like... It's kind of a big deal. Like... I guess I can have those cards, too. Riddler is also just great against him. Just blocks the Rhinos, too, obviously. Like, if I draw a Riddler in this game, kind of back in it. And someone was saying how the Sultai deck pivots a bit better against Hate. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. Outburst is such a nasty card. It might also just be variance. I mean, I did draw like a living end right away every game and drew pretty poorly. He brought in Betrayal. I do have one Riddler. Bringing in Betrayal against Ottawara and Sink into Stupor seems kind of loose. Also, it just seems like Mistrise Village is going to be worse than Sink in the long run. I mean, there's some matchups where you're going to rather have be Salty, I guess. I could see that. I also made like small mistakes in game 1. Not sure. I can't remember if they really would have mattered, but I think increases the more you test. Well, it's rough on the mana. Pretty rough on the mana, but just because, like, you know, if Cascade is a big deal and people are literally doing Betrayal on your Riddlers, stuff like that. Honestly, the game would have been a little different if I went for the endurance play. Maybe he had subtlety already, though. I mean, even this game, if I just had like any land but island almost. I don't know, it's a lot of unfortunate draws. 3 agents and a living end. Oh, MJ mentioned Arena of Glory was Riddlers and stuff to kill Teferi. That sounded kind of cool, actually. I could be into that. Share my thoughts on Ban Outburst. I think it's probably a mistake, but I think it's fine if they want to take a chance. Like, sure, they printed like bubble and consign and stuff, but Rhinos and Living End also got Wistfulness and Riddler, and maybe Vibrance. So yeah, I think it was a mistake. I wasn't sure yesterday. It's only been a few matches, but Yeah. No, I was watching. Who was I watching yesterday? Drawing a blank. I guess I'll mull. I have Living in my hand. I feel like even though sometimes you won't have cascade spells, it's much better. I can't get Breeding Pool to turn to Wistfulness though. I was watching you. No, I was watching. Why can't I? Anyways, someone who was playing Teamer Rhinos, and I told him he probably should have Riddler in his deck. They're gonna have to ban the Riddler in Modern. Hot take. Riddler is gonna be the best card in Modern. Riddler is the new Flage. They reban Outburst before the RCs. Are the RCs before or after the PT? I don't know. Apparently, Togaris was just playing 4 colors. Maybe you can do both. I think Outburst is too good not to play. Do I need to cycle now? Not really. But is there a real cost to cycling now? I get to exile one of my ants. It means they're not exiling. I get a Surveil. Get another ant. Do I even have basic forest? Something else. It's kind of close. It's also giving away what I'm playing. Maybe that's bad. I hate a creature, so it worked out, but maybe that was bad. Wasn't the main draw to Overlord Charlotte's Redundancy? Yeah, it was. But also, the fair game and stuff was kind of cool in some matchups. They're just nuking me. Gets exile, right? Oh. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about the scenario of also just giving them a bunch of damage here. Did you watch my match against Doom Switch playing Teamer Rhinos just now? Kind of got owned. I don't know if I got owned or unlucky or both. Probably a bit of unluckiness, a bit of misplay. Yeah. He beat me with Riddler in game. Well, Riddler was decent for him in game 1, and in game 2, I'm mulligan into a bad hand, and he just had like. He turned to Wistfulness, discarding a Riddler, and it was just really awkward for me. It's pretty cute. I might be able to overpower it though. Depends what the follow-up is though. I might just block the Solitude to buy me some time. Not sure. Try and find an Endurance maybe. Who is Stud Jones? Thank you for 17 months. Have we tried Vibrance in the sideboards? No, it's my first league. Why do you think Vibrance is good? What happened, by the way? Did he just surveil a Flicker Wisp? Yeah. Easy. Must be that clean living. Must be open and clean living. Do I wait a turn to hardcast it? 15, 18. Can redraw. Can redraw a lot of cards. What could I have? Could I have Filia? I don't even have that much I want to discard right now. Maybe an outburst is excessive. I don't know. I just don't think I'm living ending anytime soon. Dranis Killer. Search for Mistrise. Sounds like theory. Sounds like searching for Mistrise. Just not gonna come up that much. There's not that many counters. There's like Consigns and Chance and Sink into Stupor. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe you just want to be full mid-range. I have a hard time imagining something like a Vibrance might be better than a Riddler or something in the long run too. Make sure all these pennies go to the old one Scotch fund. Bro, I live in France. College is free. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not anymore. It probably isn't. But I appreciate the sentiments. You like 1 to 2 Vibrance main deck? Based on vibe? Based on Vibrance? Such a heinous turn to play. But so much worse than every other cycling cards you can have, or I don't know. I don't know if it's acceptable. And it's not a blue card, which makes the bar even higher. But yeah, I agree. If like Dranis Magistrate, I think maybe it becomes one of the best sideboard cards you can have. I'm unreasonably excited to go play in basketball tonight, despite playing yesterday and knowing I get to play again on Friday. I don't know. Tutor Boseju when Bubble shows up everywhere. Or you just, cast Wastefulness and kill the Bubble. Or Foundation Breaker, or Ingot Chewer. Dude, you realize that, like, paying 2 mana to get a Boseju to get rid of a 1 mana artifact is... You've spent 4 mana, gave them a land, 2 for 1 yourself. They still have a deck you need to beat. Like, if it's like an Eldrazi deck, you've put all this effort and you still have to worry about Kozilek's command and this and that. If they're Affinity, you need to make sure they don't have an Emery in play to get it back, or just have more hate or like, I don't know. Let's see. Force probably not the greatest, right? But the outburst, just gonna get rid of the force, I guess. Feels like people are just making up scenarios and don't know how to think about the game. How do we kill Tef? We have 4 force for subtlety. We just counter it. What did I miss? Me getting mad at chatters. For not knowing what they're talking about. Or, I'm wrong and every list gonna have 4 Vibrance main deck. But yeah. I think, something like Dranis Magistrate. That's one of the big ones. Alright, what's a creature count? I cannot cast a Living End. Why did I just get rid of Force of Negation when my Living Ends are just so bad right now? Alright, I think I need to counter that, or else I'm just going to straight up lose the race. And I think I'm just going to Boseju and Charlotte Sage and Atuju into play. Ugh, it's really bad. I could have flared the Wistfulness away. Oh, their Graveyard's just too good, though. They have Overlord in their deck. They're at 13. And their best play was a Bowmaster. I do have the extra damage from Outburst. Tutoring land seems potent. I mean, as I said, I don't think tutoring a Mistrise Village is that exciting. Some amount, I don't know. I just hate building my decks like that. I think it's just losing deck building is, you guys worry about what can go wrong. instead of trying to have the best possible consistent draws. You have 4 Force of Negation, 4 Subtlety, 4 Endurance in your deck. You play a good fair game. You have Wistfulness now. You're really not that worried about, like, that much. Oh, Peter, now we're talking. Teetering Arena of Glories. Not at least you're like, you got me a little excited. That one makes me a little more like liking the. Speaking of Arena, maybe like Rhinos also plays Arena. Yeah, the 4-form body is so bad. Like modern decks have, they put Riddler into play, this, that. I mean, sometimes you just people are gonna surveil cards in the yard. You actually need like. I mean, I don't know if it was difference between winning and losing, but just having a bunch of Oliphants in play instead of just Curator does a lot of damage in some of these games. I'm not sure it actually ended up mattering, but I convinced you to play what the Riverwinders. Riverwinder is okay against like Solitude deck. Wait, Gourmet Angler. So it's on Riddles in the Dark. Is that a new card from the new set? If it is, it's probably not already in the. Is that from like Marvel or whatever? When did they get back? They Return to Solitude. Yeah. But their graveyard is even. Oh. Damn, chat was right again. Just hard cast the damn turtle. Do you return Flare here? Because they're gonna have Ephemerate. I mean 8. Bounce Wistfulness for its turtle. What if they have Ephemerate? I just lose. I guess if they have Ephemerate, I'll lose anyways, right? Ephemerate Flicker Wisp, Blink Overlord. Ephemerate Flicker Wisp, Blink Overlord. Yeah, I just lose anyways. So, countering Solitude, no. Bouncing Wistfulness is pretty cute. I miss out on 6 damage, but I get to draw 2 cards basically. I also lose my Auto Aura. We just hard cast the turtle too. Kind of like pressuring their life total. And I get to keep my 2 spells. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna. Yeah, I'm screwed against Ephemerates. I don't think I can beat Ephemerate in that spot. I mean, putting them down to 5 when if I draw any on-tap land, I get to bounce and maybe even pump a bit. I've got a lot of mileage out of that one Flare of Denial so far. Even though I'm not playing the Scholars. That's another card I'm not playing that could be good. Scholars. Scholar versus Riddler. Even maybe Speaker becomes good in Living Ends if you're playing grindy games. Power better than Scholar. Nah, double red is probably a no-go. And it's not blue. No, Scholar sounds much, much better. Scholar is like you draw first and then discard two. I guess Pyro is better when you're hellbent, but doesn't happen that often was Living End. I guess that you don't have that many flyers in this version for you probably have to like up the curators. It lets you get rid of Living Ends, 2 for 1, like draw 2, discard the Living End. I'm really unlucky too. I wonder if people get upset or get annoyed when I say that all the time. Gab, you've played thousands of matches of Magic. My guess is your luck is evened out and you ran average, if anything. Yeah, that's right. Good enough. Man, that like that blind surveil flicker wisp. I mean, blind surveil almost anything would have been pretty solid. Maybe Bowmaster would have been not been enough. Probably Emperor of Bones would have been pretty good. Another Solitude would have been sick. An Overlord would have been sick. Yeah, I mean, people got their like non-red mid-range deck unbanned was the Flage ban. It's like acceptable to play these decks again right now, probably, especially if you have a decent plan against Cascade decks. Alright, it got back Solitude. We're not at anywhere near having a reasonable living in, right? They'll literally just ping me to death. And they're getting another Solitude in the bin. The shit down ban. You got them, Classy. Go for it. Follow your dreams. Don't let your dreams be memes. One Bowmaster. How many Bowmasters? Free? 1, 2, 3. Maybe I'll surveil a sick creature in the yard here. Oh yeah, right, I have Endurance in my deck. Wait, did I not control? I'm pretty sure I controlled. Yeah, I forgot I could have drawn Endurance this game and have a shot, actually. And even just block their stuff. I mean, as I said, you know. But there it is. Got him, finally. Yeah, I've got all the Jitterbrews incoming. Fret not. I was probably not even that far off lethal. No, never mind. I was gonna say if I had Olive France to give the turtle a trample and stuff. Can I win if I like get another living in? I mean, I do have Aurora Charlotte's Agent. They're a great risk. I'd be sick if I won that game. Maybe I should have. Maybe I could have played better. Should have given up so soon. Oh, I'm just dead. Right. Well, second that fetch land was questionable. That's kind of close. Alright. Are we just gonna beat them with their overlords? I think so. I'll do Blood Moon too. Because they're gonna have like some mopey deck. They might have some like graveyard hate only. They can flicker with my stolen overlords. True, true. It's fine. I'll just subtlety, get back a subtlety and subtlety flicker wisp. And then log them. Oh, they have Philia too. Okay, yeah, it's starting to feel sketchier and sketchier. Living in or betrayal? Can you unsubmit? You can't do that anymore, right? They have Solitude, they have Emperor of Bones. I have Overlord. I have Endurance. Maybe I just Betrayal like Solitudes. What else can I Betrayal? Yeah, they might have some like random expensive cards. Like Elish Snoring, that'd be funny. Let's try Betrayal. What's the name of the deck? Orzhov Blink? Orzhov Mids? What's the official name for that deck? Probably Orzhov Blink is better description. Orzhov Generic Blink. They're saying they're Overlords. We'll see. A little sketchy. At least we get to kind of see, compare. Living in would have been better. Does being able to suspend a card in a grindy matchup sounds kind of nice too. It's come down to that. Yeah, I know it's pretty risky. It's pretty risky. And Celia and stuff. I'm hoping I just loop subtleties. Can't have soft locked them. Second material drawn, yeah. What's new? My team's gonna register stock living end, and I'm gonna register living end with 4 main deck brain surge. See, bro, they just surveilled a solitude. Oh, brother. Don't I subtlety that just to slow them down? Probably right. Environment changed to our grinding matchup equates them thinking their rare was better bodies. Yeah, I mean that was already like been the case, right? One of the reasons why the Sultai version's kind of nice. They're pretty like turn to Overlord is, you know, Hakuna Matata. It just sets you up for the slow game so well. Maybe Bloodbraid Marauder version is worth a revisit. What did it gain? You can't really play Outburst in the deck, or you don't really want to. That board I'm living in, yeah. And bottom. Damn, the one flare. Tajiji flare, it's so good. Maybe I should play more. Every time I draw it, I'm so happy. Alright, Overlords. Ashiok, Force of Despair, Four Thoughtseize. They brought in Heinen. So what's in their hands? Probably one Emperor of Bones. They probably trim some Bowmaster. They probably do have Flicker Wisp. I don't know, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna get an Overlord. What is Aurus Energy with Teferi and Lavinia? I mean, yeah, Teferi decks. Teferi's not end all be all between Subtlety, Force, Dispute. People can find other ways. Is Vibrance damage any targets? Yeah, it is, right? Force of Despair? Force of Despair, Pitching Emptiness. I like the names of these cards. I never really realized. Force of Despair, Emptiness, Solitude. It's kind of funny. That's every card's name. It's like I don't know why I never really noticed before. All right, it is not Ophelia or Flicker Wisp. I mean, I guess I just keep casting something. I didn't keep track with like living it would have been awful for me, right? All right. 2 betrayals or 3 betrayals gone. Oh, I drew a blue card right on. Oh, let's just get back to salty. Just like we drew it. How large of a percentage of field would a certain deck have to be before you started pre-boarding main decks for it? It's just too hard of a question to answer, Sticky. There's just too many different ways you could approach that. And I mean, are we talking like dispute main decks, like a kind of acceptable card in other matchups? Are we talking like playing an extra vexing bubble or two in your deck? Like, can you get the bullets? It's just. Should ping Jamas. Wait, the trigger's on the stack? Oh, if the trigger's on the stack. Don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I do. Well, I don't know if they played to the best of their abilities, or there's much else they could have done, but the oops all subtlety plan did work. I also like drew a lot of blue cards, keep feeling it. Come and get Charlotte's Overlord. I'm out of betrayals. Maybe we should have more time in our deck, maybe. Does anyone have the Togares list? Was apparently he was playing 4 colors. I'm assuming he was playing black for Overlords. I mean, it was effective. I'm not sure Living End's going to be much better for me. So High Noon and have Overlords. Wait, is Force of Negation goods? High Noon, Thoughtseize. Don't really want to get a Thoughtseize. I guess I won't do Blood Moon on the draw. Yeah, the Togelis. Thank you. Just black for 4 Overlords. Is that better than the Lizards? Seems kind of worse than the Lizard now. Also, why do we need Dead Gun in our sideboards? You think the blue-eyed deck you play at the Pro Tour will come by in favor? It might. Don't like the press. Yeah. I don't like that card. It's always been pretty bad for me. But okay if you're getting your Living End synced a lot. I don't like having Force in my deck. I also don't want to just have cards for High Noon because I feel like maybe I can the turn to spend casting a High Noon and the card to spend casting a High Noon. I can just then and have Wastefulness already. Wait, what did I do now? Why do I have 69? Is it like visual bug? What the hell? Oh, because I took out Blood Moon. Okay. Jen Julia says this wouldn't be a gambling unless with an Inga Chair. You know it. My boy. My boy, the Chur. I mean, the Chur has been good to me. Oh, look at Gab averaging 1.5 Cascade or Suspense spells in his opening hands. Gee. The math checks out. That's what it should be, right? Some aspects of Salty I like were having access to Overlord, Hollow Forger, Spear, Spider-Man, Deceit. Well, Forager is like kind of you have to play it once you play Overlord, and it is good, but so that one doesn't really count. And then Superior Spider-Man, I played a bit. Uh, it was from what I remember, it was mostly just good. It was mostly just good for me because I got Solitudes a few times. My opponent just had Solitude in the graveyards, and that was pretty nice. But I mean, it might be true. People might be binning Riddlers, and then you just, it's gonna be a nice. And then this seat was pretty solid as well for me. Oh, I should cycle main phase. Yeah, maybe keeping out. Probably had to keep my first Cascade spell, right? No, Spider-Man was actively good for me in some spots. It was actively one of the best cards I could have. Because of the whole like Solitude thing. Alright, Emperor of Bones. I mean, I don't care that much, but it is like a lot of pressure. I guess I just has to use it. Slow them down. But this is not going well, obviously. I wonder what Lord Beerus's win rate is. I wonder if he tracks that. I doubt it, but I could ask him. Lord Beerus, you watching us on YouTube? Surely I'm playing Living End. Lord Beerus is in the chat. Sorry, all YouTuber chatters I'm ignoring. Which scholar is he talking about? The Stream Core scholar? 2/2 flying for a blue and 2 that draws 2, discards 2. Mage Man was like, was it necessary? I don't know if it was necessary, but I don't hate it. I thought Modern was in a fine place. It is like not really their philosophy to do that stuff, right? To, like mess with a format when it seems like because like there's a lot of energy online, but mostly people are not really bothering and stuff too, right? It's part of the reason. They're happy enough to play energy. It's like a fast deck, it's a good deck, it's a fun deck, powerful deck. Hmm. I mean, I don't have Living End in my deck. Is there a reason for me to have a graveyard? Probably not. They just completely nuke the format in the middle of the RCQ season after explaining they would not do that. Oh, that too? Yeah, that's not great. That's obviously not a great thing. I guess I'll just say go. I don't want to tap out of Flare, and I also just want to get my Thundering Falls with the Oliphant. Second Hainan. That's fine. I mean, I'm just playing to hard cast my cards. I don't have Devil Red Source. Probably not, right? They didn't know about my Flare? I think they thought seizing me. I can't remember if I had Flare in hand. They could just have an Overlord. And be sandbagging it. They know about it. Might have just lost myself the game. But it's not like sitting back is great either. I have a lot of cards that don't do much. Ooh, Emperor of Bone Oliphant. Damn, that's a lot of damage. And more damage if they wait a turn. 6, they have a free turn clock. Well, hopefully they don't have red mana. Also the turn I play thingy, I can't back it up or anything. Well, living in would have clearly not been very good this game against Oops All High Noons. Yeah, I want to have wasted counters on it. Got him. Blocker. GG. I have a feeling I just lose badly too because the Overlord gets. Well, I guess I could just get a Solitude. Now, is this lethal? Doesn't look lethal. But bringing back an Overlord's probably more than good enough to win the game. All right, two pretty tough matchups. A little reality check. It's for people who are like, oh, living in is broken. What did it do? Might be rhinos. Nah, Henry, it works for Arena. There's one for Arena. We don't have the technology on Magic Online. Unfortunately, you can ask me, ask people in chat, but fortunately, that's about it. Right, Felia is pretty good here. Flash was high noon. Bowmaster 2, I guess. I go Bowmaster. They got back two things, right? Like living in would have been very good for me. I really need the black mana technology for when I take Emperor of Bones. I'm not joking. So Overlord gets me back in Endurance. It would really help if I knew what they got back the first time. They got back Philia. They got back Philia and Bowmaster. Alright, I guess I just lose. I needed like Wistfulness. Rhinos has been lighting up the 5 list while living in this. Yeah. That's no scoop. Probably more people playing Rhinos. It's a more fun deck. Alright. Thought the list was good. We had like close-ish matches, I guess. My losses were somewhat close. My wins were a little more convincing. So not a terrible showing. Even though free to finish not what dreams are made of. Wistfulness was good.